Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Todd Chrisley reveals lies told by Savannah in interview. Todd Chrisley has revealed lies that Savannah Chrisley told during an interview. He was not holding back when it came to this. A lot of things have been said about how Todd was treated while in prison. However, a lot more things are coming to light that show these things were not necessarily true. There is a lot to unfold and uncover when it comes to this situation. Keep reading to find out more about this. Savannah Chrisley was keeping everyone up to date with what was going on in the prison system when Todd and Julie Chrisley were locked away. She let fans know how corrupt the system was and everything that was going wrong. However, she said things that may not be true. Savannah claimed that the prisoners were starving. This was because the system was feeding them food that had expired. Obviously, people would not think this was okay. However, it was said that Todd was not eating because of this, so he was just going hungry. Now, a lot more has been revealed that may not support her previous statements. This is not a good look for the family right now. Todd Chrisley revealed the lies that Savannah Chrisley told. He admitted that he got fast food while in prison. You ask me what did I eat, and I'm not gonna come on here and lie. I had Chick-fil-A, I had Burger King, I had pizza. I had Culver's, which, let me just go ahead and tell you, this is not an ad, but Culver's is my jam now. I had Olive Garden once, but I didn't like it. So he was not eating expired prison food. He was eating things that he would normally eat in the outside world. It seems as though Todd was getting outside fast food during his time in prison. Savannah claimed that he was starving because all of the food had expired. Now, fans are unsure what to believe when it comes to how Todd was treated in prison. A lot of fans are not happy with what was said. It is unknown if this happened after the expired food debacle. What do you think about this situation? Are you shocked by this? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this situation. From behind the walls of federal prison Camp Pensacola, Todd Chrisley is breaking his silence again. But this time, the shark-tongued patriarch of Chrisley knows best isn't just defending himself or exposing corruption behind bars. No, this time, Todd is turning his critical eye on someone much closer to home, his daughter, Savannah Chrisley. In a phone interview that has already set social media ablaze, Todd dropped a bombshell. I love my daughter, but the truth matters more than image, he said plainly. And Savannah hasn't been honest, not with the public, not with the press, and certainly not with me. What followed was a nearly hour-long account of misrepresentations, embellishments, and outright fabrications Todd claims Savannah has made in recent months. And according to him, it's not about pettiness. This isn't a grudge, he insisted. This is about cleaning house. If we're going to survive as a family, we need truth. The victim narrative. Todd's first accusation was that Savannah has carefully crafted a narrative that paints herself as a martyr, a young woman forced to grow up overnight when her parents were sentenced to prison for financial crimes. Yes, Savannah took on a lot, Todd admitted. Raising Grayson and Chloe isn't easy, but she wasn't blindsided. She wanted the spotlight. She wanted to be the face of the family. She volunteered. According to Todd, Savannah had already begun planning her media tour weeks before their sentencing was finalized. She booked podcasts, talked to managers about a documentary, even pitched a reality reboot around her life as a suddenly single mom. That was the plan all along, he claimed. She didn't stumble into it. She strategized it. Financial truths, or lack thereof. Todd also claims Savannah has not been truthful about the family's finances. She told the world we were left with nothing, that we were broke. But that's not the whole truth, Todd said. There were trust funds. There were properties. There were business interests. She knew what was protected and what wasn't. But she wanted sympathy. She wanted people to think she was rebuilding from ashes. Todd says Savannah sold luxury items, designer bags, shoes, even pieces of his personal watch collection, and never disclosed it publicly. She cried about losing everything on Instagram, he added, while she was cashing checks. He went on to claim that Savannah had access to hundreds of thousands, and yet used public donations to help keep up appearances. I'm not saying she didn't struggle, Todd clarified, but she spun the narrative hard. That's manipulation, not survival. The podcast parade. Todd particularly took issue with Savannah's Unlocked podcast, where she's repeatedly claimed to be her family's only voice and has accused everyone from federal agents to anonymous prison guards of conspiracy. Half of what she says about my prison life is fiction, Todd said bluntly. She said "Hey, don't get mail." That's false. She said I was thrown in solitary for speaking out. That never happened. She makes things up for drama. Todd admitted that parts of prison life are grim, but said he doesn't appreciate being used as a storyline. If she's going to tell my story, tell it truthfully. Don't dramatize it for clicks, he said. Chloe's story. Perhaps the most shocking moment came when Todd addressed Chloe, the child he and Julie raised as their own, and who is now under Savannah's guardianship. She loves Chloe, no doubt. But I didn't expect her to turn Chloe into a marketing tool, he said quietly. Posting teary TikToks, brand collaborations about being a young mom, that's not what we wanted for Chloe. He claims he and Julie wrote a detailed plan for Chloe's care before their sentencing. We had a support system in mind. It wasn't supposed to fall entirely on Savannah's shoulders. She insisted on taking over, then turned it into content. The real reason behind the rift. So why speak out now? Why risk damaging what's left of the Chrisley family name? I stayed quiet for too long, Todd said. I took the fall. I served the sentence. I carried the weight, but I won't carry lies. He added that the rift between him and Savannah has grown in recent months, particularly after she gave an emotional interview in June claiming she'd lost both parents and had no guide. She has access to me. She calls. I answer. She writes, I respond. But when it comes time to go on camera, she said she's all alone. That's betrayal. Todd says he still loves his daughter fiercely. I raised her to be strong. Maybe she took that too far, he mused. But I'm still her father. And fathers tell the truth, even when it hurts.